I support civil sidewalks, Measure S, because first of all, it supports local businesses, helps create sustainable sidewalks, and it directs people into the services that they need. So I urge everybody to vote yes on Measure S.
I support yes on S because it will be life-saving to many of the people who are now on the streets and who need our services. The people sitting in line and dying on the streets are many of them young, many of them are mentally ill and have substance abuse problems, and those things aren't going to go away. They need help, they need an intervention. If you can intervene on them, if you can get them into our program or another program where they will get mental health and substance abuse treatment, many of them will survive and live happy, productive lives. This is why I support Measure S.
I support civil sidewalks for Berkeley, yes on Measure S, because I believe that people have a right to move around freely, going in and out of businesses, cafes, restaurants, stores, whatever it is with these. People do have a right to sit, but to sit in a place where it all works together for the community. Persons who may be sleeping on sidewalks, we do encourage to take part of the services that the city offers and the community offers, so that homelessness as a situation of someone's life can be aided and resolved. So I vote yes for Measure S, for civil sidewalks to take place in this city. It's good for the city, good for the citizens, good for everyone. God bless.
I support Measure S, Berkeley Civil Sidewalks. As a mother, I think that it's really important to have safe places to bring children. And as a merchant, I believe that the city needs to support the businesses and that people need to have services that the city offers.
Jim and I have been in business since 1957. I support yes on S.
Hi, I'm Amy Murray. I'm the chef and owner of Venus and Revival Bar and Kitchen. I support Measure S Civil Sidewalks for two reasons. One, to support the vital services to provide what the homeless people need, and two, to keep our businesses thriving, happy and healthy, so we can provide more jobs for our community.
I believe that it's something that Berkeley really needs. When I found out that there were other cities that are very much like Berkeley, Santa Cruz, Santa Monica, that instituted the same initiative, I thought that it was something that we should try in Berkeley. I hope that you'll support it.
Hi, I'm Erin Rhodes with Livable Berkeley, and we support Measure S Civil Sidewalks, along with the coalition of social service providers, faith-based groups, and businesses throughout the city, as an environmental group that supports land use and transit, especially in the downtown. We support Measure S because we think it will improve the downtown as the heart of our city.
Probably 45 years old, 50 years old, about my age, and he lived on the streets, and he was a drinker, and he would get drunk. Well, we had some cold nights one year, and he was laying on the sidewalk, and he died of hypothermia because of the alcohol in his system, and the body couldn't retain the heat. And he lay there before anybody noticed him, because he's on the sidewalk. Nobody really understood that the man had deceased. So finally they realized that he was deceased. But with civil sidewalks, I hope we prevent stuff like this from happening. If there's somebody that's on the sidewalk, they're not moving or laying, they should be approached to make sure they're okay. Because New York was a harmless person. He was a little loud, but he was a harmless person. He was part of the paint, around here. So we do miss him, and to prevent other people from going in that direction, that's why a lot of people say, where you see these homeless people, when they go to sleep, they sleep right on the sidewalk. They do that because they know their life's in danger, and they want to be found. If something does happen, they want to be found. But with this initiative that we got going, we're trying to get them off of that street corner into a place where they can be watched, where they can be helped. And that's why I support it.
Hi. I see ES as a way of both providing a means for the homeless to get services, but also protecting the rights of all people, not only of the homeless for getting services, and also for visitors and residents and others to have access to stores when they might otherwise feel afraid to because of encampments that are in front of them.
I support Measure S because I think that any humane community has to think about using whatever tools are available to them to put people into treatment, to get them help. I've seen too many people out in the streets who aren't getting the services they need, and I've just come to realize I don't think that represents what a compassionate community allows to happen. So for that reason, I really encourage you to vote yes on S.
I'm all for civil sidewalks.
Support yes on
And I
S.
really encourage you to vote yes on S.
Yes for Measure S.
I support Measure S.
Yes on S.
Yes and S, Berkeley Civil Sidewalks.